for like a year and a half and Carlo for like 5 years. And let me tell you something. And this is fucked. I'm gonna get up there. I'm gonna like splash water in my face. Like, I saw the engagement video, and it was fuck you, Carlo. Because literally, here's how I engaged with my wife. Had her on top of me, about to fucking hammer home some fucking goodness, and I pulled the goddamn thing out of the pillow. I was like, will you marry me? Hey, she's like,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
and
awesome.
I was like, all right, well, enough with that shit. Get on the dick, girl. Let's do this.
That's awesome.
We only got 48 hours. I'm on leave. Let's make it happen.
That's awesome.
Welcome to the Designated Drinkers Podcast. Sit back and enjoy the ride.
About to fucking hammer home some fucking goodness.
And with that, I do want to say thank you for joining us on the Designated Drinkers Podcast. My name is Carlo.
Angelo.
Joe.
And Darian.
No.
You gotta stop it with this fucking undercover brother fucking recording shit, alright? There's shit that is not supposed to be heard by the fucking general public. But you know what? Fucking kudos to you. I'll take it.
Whatever. When you said that, I just think of him driving in his fucking lowrider with his orange pop hanging in the air, spinning around in circles.
Me?
When you said undercover brother.
That was racist as shit.
I love
and
that.
I am offended.
No, you're not offended. You're triggered.
So today's podcast, we're going to talk about a lot of different things. Our first part is going to be our bullshit section. That is when we tell you guys what we've been up to. We haven't been up to anything. But anyways, what we've been up to. And the next topic is going to be planning our funerals.
I can't
wait. The final topic will be video games that we used to love playing as kids.
Well, you can't say it like that. Our main topic, we're going old school.
Old
With
school!
a K.
No L. With a K and no L.
And no L.
School.
Old school.
School.
And then we're probably also going to talk about conspiracy theories.
I love them.
Add that to the list.
I love it. Conspiracy theory. Got it.
Conspiracy theories. Because, why not, right? Why not?
You do know those hurricanes never happened in Florida, right?
Oh,
So-
God. Oh, by the way, this is a shout-out. Not really a shout-out.
Sorry.
Hey, the people, everybody in Florida and everybody in Texas, our thoughts,
Puerto Rico.
and Puerto Rico.
Yeah, definitely Puerto Rico.
Our thoughts are with you, and, we support you. And we'll probably donate a little. We don't have much at the end of the day. We don't have much money, but at the end of the day, we might donate a little bit of money as a get well.
I got $9 to my name, so I got a 18 by 18 box of clothes, and I got a lot of baby food to give to you guys.
Right. So we'll help with as much as we can at the end of the day.
The good thing about at least our community here where we live is there are different businesses that are opening up their doors and taking time out of their schedules to welcome donations, and they're shipping them off to the affected areas. And I donated a couple things to one of the local barber shops, and we can throw some money in. It's a little bit that is it's not a lot, but a little bit from a lot of people goes a long way. So yeah, definitely.
So if you can donate some money, please do.
Where did you donate that again?
That was at Mario's barber shop.
Yeah, you're bald?
Yeah. I don't go to him, but he's real local.
I didn't know if you looked in
So,
the mirror this morning, but
here's my thing. I
bald.
cut my own hair.
Hey,
and
me
you
too.
know what? Listen, here's the fucked up thing
I
is
gotta go upstairs.
I'm a fucking moron because I've been going bald for a long time, and it wasn't until about 2 years ago that I was like, what the fuck am I paying $13 a session for to have this broad buzz my head when I can do it my fucking self?
Amen.
So I went and bought a fucking pair of clippers that are,
You should have said something. to me.
$25-$30, and I've been doing it myself ever since. And you know what? I do miss the fucking the titties on the back of my head at Lady Jane's, but I just have the fucking wife come up. I'm like, what did you say? And she throws her titties on the back of my neck, and I squeeze one, and it's all good.
There you go. Yeah.
Because if you squeeze two, then it's like offensive.
It's funny that you said Lady Jane's, but I used to work at McDonald's, and I used to work with these two people, and this girl, she was crazy, right? And
So she was
this, like,
hot.
Batshit crazy.
So,
yeah, batshit.
She was insane, and then she dated this chubby kid, and one day
probably got a small.
they got in this huge fight because of the fact that he went to Lady Jane's to get a haircut.
Really?
She fucking flipped about it. It was insane. What's that face for? By the way, Ashley's with us.
Ashley, are you
Really?
anti Lady Jane's?
You stopped what you were doing.
Are you
I was
telling me?
listening.
Are you?
Now that I have a ring on my finger, it doesn't matter what he does.
Okay,
Back
before.
in the day, high school, I was a little bit crazy. I know you remember fights over the phone when Carla was hanging
Bitch,
out with
I sat in
I
front
was
of
a
you
little
in
bit
our
crazy.
history class.
Ashley
This
wasn't
is-
a
I
little
know
bit crazy.
every single one. All right. She told me. I just want to let you know. All right. I got your back, bro.
The thing about it is,
I still have your back.
She wasn't a little bit crazy. She was fucking insane. I don't know. I love her to death, but I don't know how I'm still
Like, there's Nicole crazy. Then underneath Nicole crazy is like Ashley crazy, like by a millimeter. And then there's like a full 10 inches is batshit crazy. All right. Nobody can exceed Nicole crazy.
Nicole's crazy.
Oh my! You have not. Oh boy. Ooh. I could go 3 hours, if not more, of Nicole crazy. I could hang on this damn podcast.
I commend you.
I
guys.
can make this into a movie.
Why do you commend us?
Well,
That's not
It's
even
like-
approved by the movie industries of Hollywood.
my wife is and let's just put it out there, right? Like they're not unique, right? It's all fucking women are crazy.
Right.
That's the bottom line, and you can raise that fucking eyebrow all you want, but you can't fucking deny it. So here's the thing: all women are fucking crazy to a degree, right? It's just, have you ever seen that video, The Crazy Hot Matrix? So we're gonna have to have Carlo put this in the show notes. It's The Crazy Hot Matrix.
Okay.
And it's phenomenal. And it describes like a level of crazy that you're willing to accept versus a level of hot that you're willing to accept. And they
Actually,
have
I've
to meet
seen
in
them.
the middle.
So like,
right?
if you have a hot crazy girl, that's okay. But if you have an ugly crazy girl, that's not okay.
Not cool. But if you have a like a
Like a
non-hot crazy or a crazy but non-hot, like, so there has to be a level of
flow.
crazy
Flux.
and hot that is workable. Right? And that's what I tell my wife all the time. I'm like, you are just crazy enough to keep it interesting. So that every given day, I never know what I'm going to get. But it's not like, she's not like setting my house on fire. You know what I mean?
One
So
time.
it's an appropriate, not appropriate. It's a level of crazy
It's one that you're willing
that
to
I
deal
am
with.
willing to deal with. And I think that's every guy. You just got to find what crazy you're willing, because if they're not crazy at all,
They're probably
then-
retarded.
well, either they're retarded or they're going to be licking fucking
no.
box in the next couple of
No,
weeks.
it's
So,
either they're not crazy at all or they're fucking hiding it.
yeah, that's
Oh,
the
I was
worst
a
kind.
hider. I was a hider.
Bitch, you weren't hider.
You were maybe a hider to Carlo, but everybody else knew.
Just no one wanted to tell him, oh, he's dating Ashley? Good luck with that.
Well, and here's the biggest thing. Is like, that's why I'm so happy for Ashley and Carlo. The biggest reason is, as any married guy would know, is that misery loves company.
Yeah.
We
So-
do.
Agreed.
We do.
I'm so happy. I can't wait for all the different life changes that are going to go on, and I get to live. Like it's like I get to be like a.
Fly on the wall.
No, I was gonna say, like, I was gonna call myself old and be like a grandparent. Like I get to sit back and just laugh and go. Because by the time they
You're
have
not gonna
kids,
help.
my kids are gonna be old. Like they're not gonna be in
the
diapers
babysitters. Yeah.
anymore. Yeah, they might be your babysitters, but I just get to sit back and laugh and go, motherfuckers, you have no clue what's going on. You don't know what's coming for your fucking way.
The only thing I will say is, I'm gonna be totally clueless,
You already
but
are.
I think right.
I
But my kid will be healthy because I will be a nurse by then. However, Carlo has that like like, we're going to get pinned against each other. Can you imagine, what I always say is, if I take the worst of myself, a sassy, swearing motherfucker who is pretty smart.
Ashley every day. Got it.
Right. And the worst of Carlo, can you imagine what our kid would be like? He would be a
cursing sexy bitch?
That's what I'm saying. But seriously, like, it'll be okay because he has so many younger siblings that he's been taking care of and he helped raise. So we'll be good until...
At least they know how to wipe ass.
As long as he
I'll be a
as
nurse,
long as
I'll
he
know how to
does
do that too.
as long as he does the majority of the raising.
What?
One thing.
What?
I'm
While
fucking
we're
with
talking about this whole woman topic,
I'm
I found
standing
the-
right here.
in the last
That's the
video,
point.
in the last episode, I should say,
They're also
I
videos
mentioned-
on Facebook.
I mentioned on the last episode, Stand Against Evil, where he was talking about women. I found the clip of it
Okay.
that at this moment in time I would like to play.
Well, I mean, like I said, same
Well-
thing as the last one. Just send me
Put it
the
in the
link
show.
and I'll put it at 10:39.
What did I just say that we were gonna have him play too while he was in the?
But I
picture?
want us to listen
Talk
to it
about it.
and
Oh, the Matrix Flux thing. Is that what you're talking about?
Oh yeah, have you ever seen the Crazy Hot Matrix?
Oh yeah, the crazy high.
So
Matrix.
yeah, you gotta put that in the show notes back then while you were in the piss.
I can put a link to it because that video is long. It's like 5 minutes.
Well, it needs to be 5 minutes. We'll put a link to it so that people
Yeah, I'll put a
understand
link
what we're
to it.
talking about.
Your old droid
But-
voice came out. I'll put a link to it, but that video is pretty long, Sonny.
like the fucking Peruvian Sean Connery.
No, the
Rick, come over
Peruvian
here.
Kim Jong-un.
Fuck you.
All right. So listen here. I gotta know this. I have to know before you interrupt. Since that has come out,
I already knew that.
how many times have you and him been in the bedroom and you're like, "Bomb me, North Korea, get it"?
I don't like Koreans.
you
so
you get
never.
yeah no
Just
whatever.
kidding.
I know you're role playing some Kim Jong Un dick. I get it.
Oh my god. Fucking assholes.
I heard you have weapons of mass destruction.
Destruct this monkey.
Make this land barren, baby.
This is
I don't want it to be livable.
this is what I live for right here. This is the best thing ever. You're all welcome.
We're gonna have to move.
Yep, for sure.
But with that, that's the end of our bullshit section. I'll add it, Darian. Don't worry about
No,
it.
what he
I'll
said
add
no,
it.
I want us to listen to it
Right,
to
you're
that
not
part.
understanding.
But I get it. It's just doing that is more than anything. We'll listen to it after,
Alright.
and it's not a big deal.
He wants the
But
commentator.
we talked
Yeah,
about
I
it.
wanna-
Don't worry about it though. So with that, let's move on to our next section. What do we have?
funerals.
Planning for
funerals.
there was
Our
dark.
funerals.
When Joe brought this up to me today, I was like, "That's dark as fuck, Joe."
You didn't say that though.
He wanted. No, I did. He wanted that to be the main topic, and I'm like,
No, but I was
don't want
like,
it to
maybe
be-
not.
I was like, maybe we don't make that the main topic. Maybe we just we talk about it for a little. I don't know if it'll go on for a while. Is what I
No.
said. But let's definitely talk about it. I want to be cremated, so then that way when the dead rise, I won't be one of them.
In a real
this is-
situation, that ain't gonna happen, and you know why? Because I'm gonna be in charge of that shit. You are not getting cremated. Next.
Actually,
I already-
no,
shit, she nexted
you are
you.
wrong.
She nexted.
You are wrong. Because I have one thing to say. It might take a couple minutes, but my grandmother,
Oh Jesus!
besides Angelo, Carlo, and I
What'd you
don't
look
know
at
if
me
you
when
met
you
my
said-
grandmother, Mimi.
Yeah. What the hell?
Okay,
she loved
so
me.
Angelo and Joe, Carlo and Ashley met my grandmother, Mimi. She wanted to be cremated, but before she decided to go 10 levels above batshit crazy,
She was
my mother got power of attorney, which you can do legally,
Right.
and we were sorry, we were
Right
strapped on cash.
Uh huh.
So a way
No, that's fine. That's fine. Go ahead.
to get it on low cost was to donate the body to science.
That's awesome. Did you do that?
No.
And at the end of donating the body to science, they cremate.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So ethically, it is wrong because you want to honor the dead's wishes. everybody wants to because that's what they wanted. But in the end, we donated the body to science because we were really strapped on cash, which is, I'm sure everybody can relate to that, being strapped on cash. You want to preserve the money.
We don't judge you for that.
No.
So
I think it helps out.
So my
people.
mom, being power of attorney, over the years, because my grandmother was not all there in the head for various reasons. I don't want to make it seem like I'm talking down to her because I love her.
She was sick. She was
Yeah,
sick. I get
she
it.
was sick,
It
and
happens.
some shit happened to her that I don't want to get into because it's private and it's not my place to talk about.
Right.
Which
But
everybody
you
can understand.
You can move on.
Yeah. And so we donated her body science so we could save some money. It's a very dark subject to talk about, and I don't really like talking about
Right.
it.
But you know what? I think that's commendable.
Right.
What is nice about having somebody that is married to somebody in the military, I think, even though it sounds selfish or whatever, it might be taken wrong or not, but what's nice is when you die and you were part of the military, you don't have to pay for being put into the ground. You can, it's covered.
My
per
grandmother's
se.
smart. You know what she's
It's
done
per se
already?
covered, and it might look as bad. I'm sorry if it offends you,
No.
It's not.
Angelo.
No.
But in my grandmother's benefit, it did help save on
Well,
costs.
but that's a
I didn't want to
Like
offend
a
you.
No, I'm not.
Side to all
I
that
don't
stuff
get
there.
It's in it.
offended, but it's an honor that you receive for having served in the military. So it's not an offense thing. It is a right that you have earned.
Yes.
You're not given that. You have earned the right to have that service
But in this day and age,
onto you.
That just that just reminded me actually that you say that.
Yeah, but in this,
I was scrolling through Facebook, and I saw this thing about it was a thread, and these people were essentially trashing this girl because of the fact that she posted in a group how to trap someone.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah,
How to trap
Uh-huh.
someone?
trap. So essentially, what some women do is they get pregnant.
That's my goal with you.
They get pregnant with somebody that's in the military. They get pregnant, and then from there they get all their benefits. Essentially.
Do you want me to
That's
explain how
horrible.
this process goes?
Yes, please.
That's really upsetting.
So, when I was stationed in Southern Maryland, we used to call them SMIBs. All right, a Southern Maryland inbred motherfucker. Right? We left off
going to hell.
the M and F because SMIB just sounds better. But this is a common thing that happens around military bases. You're gonna have this either a military dependent, right? A girl that has grown up in the military life, or you're gonna have a local from the area. They know everything about the military, so they know that if they were to marry a military person, i.e., women or males and females, they both, it happens at the same time, not equally. There's more men in the military, right? But so a lot of times a woman will hook up with a guy by some fucking act of nature. I don't know how it happens. There's like a fucking mishap in the condom that's 99 point whatever percent effective, right? But they get pregnant. Well, military guys, for the most part, we are very kind of conservative, very, I'm going to do the right thing.
Yeah.
They marry the broad, and they have their kid. They do the thing. The kid is 100% covered, right? My first daughter was covered. Me and my wife were both military, so it wasn't a thing like that. We were both covered. But after that, they stay with the guy. The kid is taken care of, right? Even if they break up and the service member covers them under their insurance as a dependent, that kid is 100% covered, right? So that is a common thing that they'll do is they'll get pregnant or they'll give you some really good fucking pussy to make you want to fucking marry him. And I've seen plenty of dudes go down that fucking road, okay? But it's just, and then they get coined this term, and anybody that's in the military will know this term. It's called a dependopotamus. All right.
This feels like something you teach someone in the first day.
horrible.
Like, this is a dependopotamus.
No, this should be taught at fucking boot camp, and it's not. But basically, what a dependopotamus is they marry you, and then they just fucking gulp up like a hungry hippo all your fucking benefits.
That's bullshit.
Right? So they're living on base for free, or they're living on outside of base with getting, our basic allowance for housing, our BAH, right? Where we get paid, say, depending on the area, say $1,500 for a $1,200 apartment that you're living in, and you have $300 to bank. They also get access to your, we call that in the Navy the NEX,
Well,
our
and why are all
exchange,
these people,
our commissary.
fucking doing stupid shit then? Like,
What are you doing stupid shit as in what?
so
You
you're
mean
telling
being service members and having to live with 80 to 90 guys and then seeing a woman and going, holy fuck.
No. Well, I mean, I understand that, but like those condom little things that accidents happen, and I know people like legit like do that stuff on purpose to get whatever because they're too whatever to do whatever normal shit do, but like what the fuck do you think is gonna happen?
Well, no, but here's
You
the
know
other
what I
thing
mean?
is like as a 19-year-old service member, you are not the brightest fucking crayon in the box. And that is anybody is
That's
going to
true.
fucking is absolutely going to agree with me with that. So, when a woman is going, "Hey, let's fuck." I don't like condoms. You don't have to do that. I'm on birth control.
With this thing, and I'm trying to find it right now. She put it on Facebook. She asked the group. She's like, "How do I trap my man?" And a bunch of people were like, "Oh,
Who the fuck is this?
I don't know, man. It
Right,
was
like,
it was
that's
no, it was an
horrible.
article. It was
you
like
ruin people's lives
right.
like
She's
that,
like, "How do I
though.
trap him?" And people were giving her advice. Like they were like, "Oh, this is what you want to do. You want to poke a hole in a condom. Just offer sex. He'll be down and shit like that." And she's like, "He's gonna be here," and then she's like, "Wish me luck" and shit like that. And I was like, "This is fucking
I wish I
insane."
would have seen that on
what I'm saying is,
Facebook.
this is not like, and to you, this is like, holy fuck to us service
like-
members.
Every day of the week.
We know this shit, right? And you're gonna have that dumb fuck, right? Everybody calls it the fucking FNG, right? The fucking new guy. The fucking new guy is going to find this broad that has fucked, and we used to call them barracks hoes. They rotate around the barracks. They fuck everything that they can, hoping to get knocked up. And then they do. And then that fucking poor schmuck decides to marry this fucking scallywag. And then her plan is implemented perfectly. And then they get married, they get divorced in fucking 2 or 3 years. She takes half of his shit. He's 29, 30 fucking 2 years old, living in the barracks again, hating his fucking life because this broad has half of his fucking money. So it's just one of those things. It happens all the time. In every generation, you are warned against it, and it still happens because we as men think with our dicks, not anything else, for the first, 30 years of our life. So it's going to happen. It's going to continue to happen. But it's the same thing as there's people that are on welfare that know how to play that system of, oh, if you and I have a kid, but we never get married, I'm still technically a single mom. I get all
my
these
school's paid
benefits.
for and all this money.
Exactly. So they're going to have all of those benefits, yet it's a way of playing the system. If you go down to Virginia, to San Diego, to San Antonio, Texas, there's big and any military base, but those are like 3 big ones that they know exactly. Like, let me tell you, a girl can pick you out from a crowd of 50 people and go, that motherfucker right there is military. Bam, come here. We walk a certain way, we talk a certain way, we carry ourselves a certain way, we have a certain haircut, we have a certain demeanor about us. So they can pinpoint a fucking military guy. And let me tell you, it's not, to you it's a surprise. To me, I'm like,
It's every day.
Okay, so how many friends do you want me to list that have fell into this trap?
You know what the problem
I got
is?
lucky that I never fell into the trap. I married a military person. So
You know what the problem is? They never listen to that Kanye West song.
which one? Gold digger.
Ain't nothing but a gold digger.
We want prenup. We want prenup.
Yeah. And you know what? Like, I'm gonna tell you, like, dude, as fresh out of when you're fresh out of boot camp, pussy is the thing. Like, bro,
No, man,
you're talking about like you have never looked at pussy the same way until you get out of boot camp, because you're just like, oh shit, like I used to love the puss, but now I love the puss. I haven't seen any of it in 9 to 12, 13, 14 weeks.
That is true.
And now I have a fucking job. I got fucking 3 months of back pay sitting in my fucking bank account. I got like $3,000. I'm 19, 20 years old. I got money to spend. You feel like you're fucking
King of the world.
like Hugh Hefner. You're like, I have all this money. I got a fucking uniform that bitches just cream over. And I have no responsibility for this next week because I'm on leave until I go to my first duty station. It is just, it's a fucking recipe for disaster. And I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a good fucking time. It is a great fucking time. But if you are not smart enough, it can drown you. It'll flush you down the toilet in a fucking second. What's up, Carlo? What else?
I was just looking for this fucking post, and I can't
I'm
find
telling you,
it.
I can guarantee that broad was somewhere in the vicinity of, let's just say, North Carolina. Because she was probably very close to a Marine base. Or she was very close to an Army base. Navy guys were a little more selective.
As in, the
Well,
women
we
have to
like
have
males
penis.
and females. No,
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
They have to have penises.
But, nah, so it's like, it's one of those things, like, you know, any given day, you walk onto a fucking base, you're always going to see the number 10. What the number 10 means is that you're going to see this little fucking skinny goddamn Marine guy with this big old fucking round girl. Alright? They look like the number 10 together. And she's stealing half of his shit. And she probably wants recognition. She wants recognition for his fucking rank. Even though... So we had this girl. Remains nameless. But she came in one day. Me and my buddy, we've both been out for a long time. She's talking to us about military stuff, right? She was a military wife. And she goes, yeah, no, my husband is a senior specialist, right? So basically he's an E4, right? The E goes up to 9. So you're pretty much still a turd. I got out as an E4, okay?
Bye, babe.
So she's like, he's a senior specialist. And me and him just look at each other. He was Army, I'm Navy. We both were like, you're out of your fucking mind. Like, there's no senior in any of that shit. So don't try and wear your husband's fucking rank around us, because we're going to shit on you, A, for that, and
don't
then
mean
B,
shit.
you don't even know what you're saying is fucking bullshit. A senior fucking specialist. That's like seeing a senior fucking,
Citizen.
E4, yeah. Get the fuck out. Go away. We have a big thing in the military called the E4 Mafia. It's the guys that, we all like, 4 to 6 years, you make rank and then you get out, or you're a lifetime fucking E4 and then you get kicked out. It's one of those things, right? I'm in the E4 Mafia, right? It's ridiculous. It's just a funny thing for, like, we couldn't advance.
Inside joke.
It's hilarious. But you can't roll up and be like, he's a senior E4. Go fuck yourself with that sandpaper condom, because you are worthless. Get the fuck out of here. But that is what a dependopotamus do. All right? She wants to validate herself by her husband's rank, even when his rank isn't a fucking thing.
Did you ever fuck with them and go like, oh yeah, well I'm an E14 senior big ass dick bitch?
The guys that used to work at the gate, the guys that they work at any military gate installation, and they have to check your ID card to come on base and all that. It got a lot more stringent after 2001. Before that, like, anybody can come in and on the base, but now, like, it's more stringent. But you'll have this like this lady, and she's an officer's wife, right? And when you check an ID and it's an officer, you salute the officer, you pass him through, right? That's just military decorum. That's what you do. But there is nothing in that says that you have to salute a spouse, right? So you'll get this, like, a low level, right? Like, brand new officer, 01, right? And she'll come through the gate and she'll expect a salute. Like, your husband's a fucking turd. Like, he's bottom of the rung. He has a bachelor's degree and a small dick. Like, nobody gives a fuck about the dude, right? Even his fellow officers think that he's a fucking turd. He's the first one to get you killed, okay? Let's not go there. But then, they'll want a salute. I'm an officer's wife. You're about to be a fucking bukkake film if you don't get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Like, but that is the dependopotamus that we speak of in the military. So let me get off my rant. And what were we talking about? I know.
No, we were talking about that.
It was that bullshit, but I don't want to go on. I can go on for fucking hours about this.
No, it's great.
Stop.
It's great.
The dependopotamus. It's always like, one last thing. It's always the funny thing is, like, you'll see, like, this fucking army, like, private getting fat, getting married, and there's this big fucking fat broad. And they'll just, like,
They're pretty much caught them in their trap.
They'll implant, like, a hippo face on her and be like, the dependopotamus strikes again. Like,
oh my god, that's awesome.
Dude, we're fucking military. We're fucking
savage.
Ruthless, especially when we get
savage.
out. Yeah, savage as fuck, dude.
So we
Love
were
it.
talking about planning our deaths.
Yeah.
Here, let me
you
finish.
want to get?
I've thought about this, so I want to hear about this.
Let me finish mine. So, what I want to do is I want to either be cremated, then taken to Peru, and then placed there.
You got to trust the people that is going to handle your ashes. You've got to put that in your
My
will.
family? That's the only people I would trust with it.
But think about it from the other side. You could get somebody in your family that's like, I ain't fucking traveling to Peru.
Hey,
Right.
man, you know who you gotta get?
I'm just gonna
Got
throw
you,
out.
Joe.
Okay, how much would you guys
Bro,
take?
Ride or die, motherfuckers.
I'm leaving longer than you.
No,
Just so you
That's
know.
true.
How
I
much
ate a lot of
from
bacon.
back when you
No,
went.
that's not why.
From back when you went, how much was your ticket to fly down to Peru?
Oh, it's like $1,000.
Was that a round trip?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say
No,
This is-
I know, but
yeah.
but this is my
you
my
gotta
burial.
have somebody
I want
trustworthy.
to be either if
And somebody could just toss you out in some
if-
lake and be like, "This
yeah.
is Peru, motherfucker."
Pacific Ocean. Take me down to Peru to the Pacific Ocean so I can be in my motherland. If I don't get cremated, then I want to be buried in Peru with my family. As crazy as that sounds.
No, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, why not take half of your ashes, send them to Peru, and have half of your ashes be here?
Oh shit.
So and it's just a general question. Like, I'm not fucking with you
No,
at all,
no.
but I'm like,
I never
it's
thought
a
about
general
that.
question.
I never really thought about it. I mean, that's not an issue. That wouldn't be a problem at all.
I mean, like, it's ultimately your wishes, but I'm just like, what to you says, like, I want to be spread amongst, like, and there's like, what, Peru has like Machu Picchu, right?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't
So like, there's
want that.
beautiful shit there. Like,
It's not that. I think I want to feel closer to. I guess I won't feel, but I want to be closer to my family at the end of the day. You know, so Peru would be where I would want to be buried, where I would want to be placed or buried or whatever spread, like butter.
I don't mind. I think it's interesting to hear people's like
Right?
like,
No, yeah,
like
definitely.
the thought process behind it. And I think that's actually really fucking
You
cool.
said butter, and I was like, I'd be funny if like Fabio is still alive by the time you're dead, and he just goes to Peru, and he opens up your thing, and then the wind just takes your stuff, and he goes, I can't believe it's not butter.
I can't believe this is Carlo.
I can't believe this is
He like
Carlo.
washes his hair with your ashes.
It's new Peruvian essence from Avon.
You should try the body wash.
You feel so ethnic.
Who's up next?
Whoever wants to go.
We can go this way.
Darian.
I have multiple ways of wanting to
Well, just give us one.
funeral.
Your best one.
Your best one.
I told Carlo and Tom the day that I can't wipe my own ass, I die.
Well, no. Not your death. Your burial.
Oh, okay. Well, that's part of it.
How do you want to be immortalized?
I like the way that's. I've seen it a couple times on Facebook. Granted, I've brought up Facebook a lot, so Facebook bitch right here. I made that term up. That's nice.
Facebook bitch?
Yeah, Facebook.
Okay.
I don't know that he has. I
I
don't
brought
know
it-
that he has. But go ahead.
I figure
go.
I brought it up a lot more times than I should have.
You
No,
go.
you're
Of being, I've seen where people can get buried into an urn, placed into the earth, and a tree gets buried.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Brought out. That's
I
like
like
that.
it. I like it.
Of my family heritage of being going back to the Viking age of being put onto a boat, like in Game of Thrones, where an arrow is shot onto the boat and
I like that.
flames
That's pimp.
is produced. I like that also, and I wouldn't mind being either cremated or putting into the ground. So any of those four, I don't mind too much.
Mm-hmm.
But I prefer the first dose.
I like the Viking
I
one.
also I like where people that I saw recently there people can like per se take your tattoos and per se hang them up portrait
Oh,
wise,
I've seen that.
where they
Yeah,
cut
it's
off
creepy.
a portrait.
It
It's
is
creepy,
It is fucking creepy to me.
especially if you're old, where they're all saggy,
Yeah.
You don't think
ink's drawn out, so it's barely you could see what they had
Yeah.
on you. But but the first two,
I'll tell you how you can...
I'm good with.
I really like that Viking one. Like, put it out to sea.
I like it
just
because
a line of fucking archers. Boom with fucking, and I think that is really fucking
Viking-
cool.
I
I
mean,
wouldn't
you were in
mind
the
that.
Navy, so I would have definitely understand if, like, you want
It's
that.
Burial at
I
sea,
really
bro.
like that. So I would tell in my will, because obviously in your will they have to follow, otherwise per se follow. But
Yeah.
if you trust someone deeply,
Yeah.
they will honor your wishes. So either like a close friend or a very close relative.
Yeah, give it to Ellie.
Because obviously, like I said in Carlos, you could have some schmuck be like, "This is Peru, off of into fucking Great Lakes.
Yeah.
This is Peru's sea or whatever."
Dude, give
So-
it to Ellie, and to just hammer it fucking home every day. Like, listen, this is what Daddy wants, and then you just let her grow up. You let her grow up with that thought, and that's what you do.
said that-
I want to hold on. I want to.
Oh, you
Even
just
though
took
I'm
a
a little
turn with that.
intoxicated right now, I want to thank you for bringing her up, and because even though she's 1.5 years old, she still knows who her daddy is.
Hey, listen, I'll tell you what. Like, that's my thing. Is like, if I want anything done, I'm leaving it up to my fucking kids, because I know my wife. Look, I can tell you fucking firsthand right now, and you're gonna learn this. Your wife ain't gonna listen to a fucking thing that you say. So
You just told me that already.
put it on your fucking children. I'm like, hey, listen, girls, here's what I want, and you don't let this fucking. I know I'm gonna die before her because she's probably gonna fucking kill me, poison me or something. Like, this is what your father wants, and don't let her talk you out of it.
Right.
Joe, what's up, man?
I think the way I want to go. First off, I just like.
Hold up. Can I call it? Can I call it before you say it?
Go ahead.
You want to be cremated and then snorted
Fuck
by
yeah,
a bunch
man.
of people doing drugs
Dude.
and partying.
That'd be awesome.
I fucking love this guy right now.
Yeah,
I haven't even
I've never thought of that.
Hey, this is a weird thing, but
Yeah.
obviously military, you think about this thing a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and you come up with some really creative stuff, and we're gonna get into that. But
Mm-hmm.
I want to high five you right now. Fucking snorted.
The highest of five.
that is a level of pimp shit that
Yeah.
I don't know that I've
By
heard
the way,
before.
you never want to snort.
I love your
darkened
right now.
Coke. Or
But
pills.
I don't think that's gonna be realistic though.
No.
You think
No,
so?
Don't
they
you
did that-
set
They
expectations.
did that with Biggie.
No,
Yeah, they
fucking
did.
way.
They smoked
They
it.
did it with Biggie.
No way.
Don't
I'm
you-
serious.
Don't you
They
put
s-
limitations
they
on
Would you guys
yourself.
sniff me?
I'll sniff the
Yeah.
fuck out of your asshole.
I'll do a big white lightning and plus Joe into it. Oh boy, a nice big fat one.
Oh, fuck
Ooh, I'll do that one.
yeah.
I'll do that any day of the week.
You line it with Coke. But no, but
That's the way to do it.
What's
You
your,
gotta
what's,
do coke.
What's your real one, Joe?
That is the real one. Are you kidding me? What the
yeah.
fuck are you talking
I was
about?
gonna come up with one, but fuck you now. That's,
I'll fucking hold. I'll take out.
that's
I'll
the
be
best
like.
one.
I'll be like. Wait, is that Joe? Be like, okay. Hey, look at distraction. Small cup of Joe. Mix it in with some Coke. Woo, baby, there we go.
The thing
And
about it
they'll
is,
call it the cup of Joe. Fuck you.
Oh yeah, baby. Woo!
the thing about it is,
Dude, I'm gonna be a fucking gangster. Fuck yeah.
A straight up G.
Hell yeah. This is amazing.
But yeah, you know, my grandma is funny as fuck, so I love her to death. And she's
I'll say my real one after this.
she's older, so she knows because she's older, she understands that she's gonna die, right? She understands that she's passing soon. I hope not, but within the next couple of years, I won't have her with me, and it bugs me and it makes me sad. But what her thing is, she's already paid for the plot of land that's gonna be her.
That's
She's like, I already paid off the plot of land where I'm gonna be buried. Also, so you guys don't have to worry about it. And she was talking to me while we were when we were down in Peru, while we were visiting my great grandmother. She's like, by the way, I'm gonna be right here next to her when I die. I was like, Grandma, don't be talking like. She's like, it's fucking for real, dude. I'm gonna die soon, and I don't want you guys to have any burden. So I paid off my plot of land, and I'm paying off my coffin. I was like, holy fuck, Grandma, that's hardcore.
yeah. That's what. I'm sorry to bring. Mimi, that's what Mimi did, but she got scammed out of it.
That sucks, man.
Well,
It does. I'm sorry to darken the episode.
no,
I don't
no,
want
no,
to.
it's not
I don't want to darken
It's real
the.
shit, dude. Because
Yeah.
that's
So you
Push it
gotta
now.
you gotta be
it's
careful.
morbid, but it's a fact of life. Like we're and a goddamn one of us
And
immortal.
Like my mom's
Right.
already done it, and
Well, I don't
you
know about me.
My mom. She's already done that, and I'm thinking about doing it since
It's like
since
I
I'm
think
in the
it's-
labor force, and anything could happen.
I think it's something that as you get older, like especially like you have a child now. It's one of those things that like you're not like really fucking cool with, but like for me, it's
I
like
accept that.
I don't. Well, of course, like I don't.
You can't be afraid
I have
of it.
no qualms about that, but it's
Yeah.
like it's one of those things. Like you have to literally go. Like when I joined first, you have to sign your SGLI, your life insurance.
Oh, I know that.
Over
yeah.
to people, right? And it's like you have to make a decision. Like, all right, if I fucking die, who's gonna get $400,000?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's just one of those things. Like, well, fuck, I've never thought about that, especially at 19.
Just like,
And then when you get older, and like me, I have 2 daughters now. I think about that stuff a lot, and I'm like, all right, so what am I gonna do? Am I gonna put my if I have a life insurance policy, am I gonna put 90% of it into my children's college education, or am I gonna put 90% of it into paying off our house so that my wife doesn't have to do this anymore? You don't know, but it's something that you unfortunately you have to think about. And then like when you get even into your 60s, you're like, all right, well, I don't want my kids to have to bury me, so I'm gonna buy the lot. I'm gonna pay for the coffin. You're planning your own It's like planning your wedding. You're planning your funeral. It is morbid and creepy as fuck, but bro, it's one of those things you got to do.
Exactly.
Right?
Like go along with what he said. It's like when you do. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know, Joe, if you have a job or not. Do you have a job?
No, he doesn't have a job. He's got a
job.
job.
You got a job. Okay. Well, when you have a full.
Now,
when
hey,
you have a full-time-
real quick.
Chun chun.
Whose job did you steal, Joe?
You know, man.
It was probably
The
mine.
Dirk Jobs.
But go ahead, Darian.
Okay, nothing similar to what you said, but the cousin of that is when you do get a full-time job, a job. One of the paperwork or filing systems is you have to fill out a beneficiary. So if you per se get killed on your job, you have to decide on who gets
What?
Because your company provides you with a life. What was it again, guys?
Life insurance policy.
Life insurance policy. Thank you. I'm intoxicated, so common sense just went out the window like 20 minutes ago. Who knows how long when this started?
We're 44 minutes in.
44 minutes ago. All right.
Another hour and a half
44 minutes ago.
Yes, shit.
And you have to fill out that, and you put down who you think could benefit from the money.
I never fill them out. I always forget. I really should.
Any job that any full-time job that I've had, I've always filled it out, and I always had to make the awkward phone call for the Social Security because that's what you had to do, at least for my forms. So that's what kind of thing. So I can understand that, but my personal belief is never fear death. Accept it.
I'm not afraid of dying. What I'm afraid of is leaving my family behind unattended.
That is also true.
I'm very family oriented.
Mm-hmm.
So
Same here.
leaving my family without anybody to take care of them bugs me a lot.
That also fears me too.
Well, and in my opinion, it's only going to get worse, right? Because, I mean, I'm sure Darian feels it now, but you're going to get to a point where you're like, holy fuck, what are my kids going to do without me?
Yeah.
Right? And until you
Pretty
realize
much.
that, you know what? Look, I'm not a complete fuck up. I'm not raising a complete fuck up.
Oh, hell no.
They're going to be fine without me. And, by the time, like, at least I know, like, my parents, I'm 34, my parents are still kicking. I'm well into my adulthood where I'm not, like, any mistake that I have made is going to be, or that I make in the future is going to be all on me, not on my parents. Mm-hmm. So I can rest easy in that fact, and I can kind of rest easy in that fact that I believe that I'm going to live long enough that my kids are going to have me around till they're into their 30s. And whatever you do after that, look, you fucked up. I did all I could do. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But it's an offsetting thing of like, hey, what the fuck am I gonna do?
And
you know what I mean? Because you're gonna have grandkids.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And
hell no, you might.
Although you want to live forever, you don't want to live forever.
I don't want to live forever.
It's a dichotomy. It's awesome and bad, and it's all the same.
I always had that thought as a kid of just wanting me and my family in this perfect little bubble of a moment, and we just live forever. And it's always something that's been there in my mind. You know what I mean?
But that's what memories are for, right?
Right.
That's why our brains are wired to have those.
And it's crazy to mention the fact that, like, I always think about us being this small, tiny speck of dust that cosmically is not going to matter.
Yeah.
But to you,
it matters to the people around you.
Yeah.
Now, I want to pull us out from this really morbid, really drunken... No, you're
I'm pretty sure I started this.
We kind of all did, and it's mainly all Joe's fault. Because he brought it up earlier.
If it makes you feel any better, my funeral that I have planned...
Oh, did you not say yours?
No.
Oh, shit, go ahead.
So, now, we're about to get morbid as fuck, but we're about to get funny as fuck. Because, look, when I die, I want to look dead.
My man.
No, like, seriously, like, there's, like, and I'm going to steal this from Rodney Carrington, right, one of my favorite comedians. He always said, like, when I die, I want to look dead. I don't want anybody to walk up to the casket and be like, oh, he looks so good. No, I want you to start fucking gagging. Like, fuck, he stinks. Like, this motherfucker should have been dead years ago.
Like, you died 3 years earlier
Exactly.
and nobody told you.
Like, I don't want to die with a fucking, like, a good look about me. I want to look fucking dead.
You want it real.
Yeah, because you know what? That means up until I died, I partied, I had a good fucking time.
There you go.
I look like cancer, okay? Like, I'm going to die because of what I look like.
You're going to be in the dictionary next to cancer.
So,
As old as
I
that
actually
joke is.
wrote these down. There's one of them that I've been thinking about, and it's probably morbid as fuck, but since I'm about 19 years old...
You know what's crazy? I literally thought you were going to pull
You're
out like
as
a Mary
old-
Poppins notebook. Like,
So
here we
tell
go.
me, so how old you are? Was Jesus cool?
No, he was awesome.
Oh, okay. So,
Bro,
was
he
your
smoked.
first Christmas...
Hold up. Tell me this, Darian. with how many times you've said that joke, does it get any funnier?
Oh no, I laugh so much harder.
It's like
Wait, I got a couple more. So, hold on, before you go on, I got a couple more. So, was your first Christmas? Was the first Christmas?
It was.
Was your prom theme fire?
I don't even get that. But
Were these jokes funnier the first time you said them?
I guarantee.
Wait.
If we could go back in time and fucking Rick's little portal thing, because I watched Rick and Morty, by the way.
Love that show.
Love it. I love it. I could eat it up like cake. We could go back and see me telling these jokes, and you could be laughing your damn asses off. I guarantee. I would bet all my money that I could have right now and have till the end
all
of time.
$8.
No. Wait. 918, motherfucker. Get your damn shit together, bitch. Please.
No, I only got like 85, so I'm not like high.
Bro, you and I both.
So,
yeah.
here's my thing.
All right.
But, yeah, go ahead.
My life. Well, my funeral is gonna be dependent on how my life goes, right? I don't know how my life is gonna roll out.
You can't plan it out.
I
wish
can
died at
have
work.
an extremely successful life, or I can totally shit the bed, right? I don't know.
That would be good.
I'm on one direction right now, but it can make a hard fucking left.
If you could hope, which would it be?
I don't know, but at any time I should have made the left at Albuquerque, and I fucked it up, right? So here's my thing. If I die a non-wealthy poor man, here's my plan. And this has been my plan for a long time. My funeral is going to consist of everybody that loves me, right? Carlo
I'll be there.
and Ashley,
So
Joe,
what, 2-3
everybody.
years from now?
Yeah, man.
Probably.
I'll funeral
Right?
crasher party.
There you go.
Let you know.
Right, Darren's going to be there, right? So what
In the
you're going to
bushes.
see is just a black room.
Wait a minute. Before you get started. You know what he said? I'm so sorry, but when he said that, I expected him to be like you're gonna be dead, and he's gonna fuck with you, and he's gonna be pretending to be your gay lover. Like, what do you mean I can't come see him? I used to suck this motherfucker's dick every Thursday, and he came like a champ. Gallons, motherfucker.
I promise you
welcome
now.
that. I welcome
I will
that.
promise you right now. I will do that at your funeral,
I
love
call
it.
this
and this
Andy
will
Jelly.
be proof.
Being that I'm probably going to die before you guys,
I will do this.
expect this.
I
Alright.
will do it.
So,
I promise.
here's the thing. Like I want you to like close your eyes and think about this, right? Like it's a completely black funeral home,
So sexy.
right? Just not I don't mean people. I mean the lighting is
Still
just
so
completely
sexy.
black. And
up.
then you're going to have like 4 lights, bam, just come on my coffin, right? Just bam.
See it.
And it's all going to be lit up on my coffin. And then the lights are all going to come on. And it's going to be a bunch of midgets. No, shut up.
Okay.
Because you're getting to a place where it's not there, all right? Now, there's going to be like 6 or 7 midgets running around. And they're going to be like Abraham Lincoln. And it's going to be a bunch of presidents that got assassinated. And then there's going to be like 4 or 5 midgets chasing after him. And it's going to be the midgets that assassinated him. So like John Wilkes Booth, right? So you're going to have like midget presidents, midget assassins just chasing after each other. And they're going to be fucking shooting guns. And like say John Wilkes Booth, it's going to like just shoot out a fucking gun, like a 9mm type thing. And it's just going to say bang. Right, that little flag that comes out.
Yeah.
You're going to have all these fucking midgets chasing each other. You're going to have the dead presidents, the dead fucking assassins. They're all going to fucking die. And then I'm just going to come up like a lazy boy. Bam! Everybody pay respects to the man that thought of this for his funeral.
You know the funny thing is, I feel like I imagine you coming up, and when you come up, your hands drop to like the peace signs, like bam, and your head tilts, you know, like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Bro, I mean, like, no, honestly, if you went to that fucking funeral, would you not be impressed?
Yes.
That'd be the best fucking
Right?
funeral
So,
ever.
like, it's that's my thing. It's like, look, I'm dead already. I don't give a fuck Everybody's upset, but you see a bunch of fucking midgets running around, dead presidents and the people that assassinated them. You're gonna laugh your ass off.
I think it'd be so funny if nobody knows that you.
I just want to let you know, everybody, I'm showing Angelo and Carlo this. I
like this.
literally made a note of when Angelo dies. I'm word for word everything. And I'm going to come up after everything has happened and say some really gay, flaming, super flaming shit.
That's the best thing.
Everybody will remember to the age of 98.
Here's what I'm gonna tell you.
And I'm pretty sure I'll get thrown out of the funeral.
No. I'm gonna tell you, like, right now that you're gonna want to be very, very careful with what you say. Because, and here's the reason why.
I will make a note of this.
Because
right
not only do I have a lot of gay friends, but I worked at an AIDS clinic. So you say some wrong shit, you might get fucked that night.
I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna P.S.
P.S. I'm just kidding.
Angelo has super gay friends.
Can we
So-
just?
Carlo.
Right. So here's the second thing. Like, that's if I die a poor man.
That's if you die poor?
Yeah.
If you die poor,
Yeah, because I mean, obviously, like, look, there's gonna be some kind of inheritance, right? Like, I have a job, like, so even
you have a
30 grand,
job.
even 30 grand, that's gonna fund,
That will.
you know,
Let's
Abraham Lincoln and John Wilkes Booth.
God
They're gonna
forbid.
be able to chase after each other.
7 years ago. Come over here, asshole.
Exactly, right? So
God
I'm gonna be
forbid
able
if
to
you
fund
die in
that.
the job.
Yeah.
God forbid.
Yeah. So we're gonna be able to fund that. Like, what do my kids get? Like, they already know, like, your dad's not leaving you nothing. You better work for what you got, right? Cool. Like, we've already established that shit.
$5 hairs.
Exactly. Now,
I can't.
let's just say, for the sake of argument, that I die as a wealthy man.
Good for you.
Here is the theme.
This is amazing.
Oh God.
And, like, literally, I hope that I die before you guys, and that the podcast is still going on, so that you guys can go, like, this motherfucker was not joking.
Selfie video, bitches.
All right, so here's the deal. It starts out the same way,
I'm gonna close my eyes.
right?
Okay.
It's a
Me
black
too.
room. There is a shitty little fucking coffin there. Even if I'm rich, there's a shitty little coffin because I don't need
we'll
to
talk
be
about that.
buried.
Oh, come on, make it.
I don't
like,
need to be buried in this fucking china cabinet of fucking greatness.
Oh, not
right?
like Chama cabinet.
Put me in
nice
a goddamn
wood.
like. Look,
Nice wood at least.
chop me up.
Hold up.
Put me in a Nike box. Put me in the ground. I'm cool with that.
That's a
so
lot of Nike boxes.
I'm not that big, bro.
But
Just my dick.
think about it though.
My dick's
a Nike
one box, me,
and then
the
the
rest of the
bottoms of
boxes.
other Nike boxes with you down the line.
So here's
With
the
you
thing.
5'2".
Like, here's what I want.
Okay.
You're gonna have me, right, in the so-called box, right? It's gonna be all black, and then there's gonna be strobe lights, a little bit of fucking techno music, and then from the ceilings is gonna drop my body, right? And I'm talking about fucking.
That's gonna be a nice ass
No,
funeral
bro,
though.
Weekend at Bernie style. Like, I'm gonna be like a
Oh,
marionette,
yeah.
like boom, 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 boom.
Weekend
And
at
then
Angelo's,
there's
baby.
just gonna be a fucking balloon that drops, a shit ton of tasers. Whoever survives the taser attack, like everybody gets a
multiple
taser.
balloons.
All my family gets a taser. Whoever survives is gonna get my inheritance.
Damn.
If you are the last standing, you get my inheritance, but with the inheritance, you have to bury me because I spent a lot of money to fucking fund this shit. What are you laughing about? Like, this is Joe, this is real shit. I don't know why you're laughing right now. Like, look, whoever, let's say, like,
me
I'm
you
worth a
have
lot
this
of
in
money,
your
right?
will.
Like, let's just say 500 grand. Like, I'm worth 500 grand. You're gonna get that, but you have to take like $29.99, and you gotta fucking bury me out to sea. But
Which C?
I don't care what sea, but the key is you have to be a ruthless motherfucker to tase your own grandmother to fucking get that money. Exactly. Like, I want some fucking medieval shit.
my God.
This is
And then,
wait.
if you
Even
have
better than that,
earned my
Battle Royale.
if you have earned my inheritance, take like $30, throw me out in Lake Erie. You take the rest of it. You have a great fucking life. But look, as I tell my children right now, you're gonna fucking earn that shit. So if you're not coming to my funeral in some fucking rubber vest and shit,
This is.
you're fucked. Like, dude, don't come in no fucking metal shit because you're fucked.
Wait a
You're
minute.
fucked. There's tasers.
I figured out. I
I think
the
I got
name
the same
for this podcast, this episode. This is clearly the Hunger Tase.
Taser funeral.
I don't know which I like more, Hunger Tase or Taser Funeral. All right.
I'm just saying, like, look,
My
if
thought
gonna
was
die.
death,
I just
death at
wanna-
a funeral.
I just want to let you guys know, any funeral from this day out, I
It
would
ain't gonna be as good as
personally
mine.
make a rubber suit.
I'm just saying, like, honestly,
I'm making that right
like,
now.
if like, and
It's
just
gonna be in
picture,
production of
picture
Darren
this,
Incorporated.
like some like, I mean, and obviously I'm from the '90s. There's always some shitty fucking techno music,
hey,
right?
hey,
But
90s was the greatest.
Great
it's
time.
just like Weekend at Bernie's Taser Fest.
It's great.
Wait,
Get
even
you
better.
some. Get
I
you
love it.
some of that.
Name of this funeral. Weekend at Angelo's.
There you go.
I feel like,
Name of the funeral.
But with that, I do want to move us past because we're at a fucking hour.
Oh well, then I got one. No. So you know who should feel like they want to die? It's Kevin Durant.
We'll talk about that topic. I do want to say one last thing, and this is something that stuck with me for a
Kyrie?
very long time after Joe said it. Just remember this, podcast listeners. Even after we're dead, so long as you have a beer or a drink in your hand, we are alive with you.
and
that
you
is
type
also-
that into Google.
And that is something that all of us, I mean, at least I can speak for myself, but I can speak for all the designated drinkers in our lives and the designated drinkers hosts. So long as you have a drink in your hand, we're right there with you, buddy. Just remember that.
And a taser.
That's a cheers. That's a drink.
That's
cheers.
That's a cheers.
Cheers, but empty cup, baby, because I need another drink.
Way to suck at life.
Well, we're in the middle of the goddamn episode.
No,
What do you
but seriously,
expect?
like, hey.
Pour me another drink.
If Kevin Durant had some cool fucking funeral shit like me,
He ain't gonna have school.
he might be alright. But
Well,
Kevin Durant fucked up. And I want Joe to tell us why.
Okay. So,
He fucked up.
Yes.
So,
That broad,
wait.
he's a broad.
have you heard this?
Drop some knowledge on my low motherfucking self right now.
Okay, so
That's about an inch high.
a couple days ago, somebody on Twitter tweeted out to Kevin Durant. And
the
said-
tweeter?
The tweeter. It was a
The
tweeter.
tweeter!
The tweeter said something like, "Hey, Kevin Durant is a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. You left, the Thunder. You don't care about
So,
them."
like Kyrie Irving.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Okay, he's a piece of shit too.
So it doesn't matter because he's not gonna win another
Make
title.
it what you want.
But
Surprise my ass.
so this is the
Fuck it,
thing.
we'll do it live.
This is what happens, Darian, because they already know.
Alright,
He
lay it on me.
He responds, but when he responds, it sounds like he's saying it from a fake
Third party.
account. Like a third party, like a account.
Alright, so a fake account.
So it sounds like the way it words it is Kevin Durant.
Smart man, he made a fake account.
But he
Smart man,
used
I
his-
give kudos.
But he used his real account.
Oh.
So it says Kevin Durant. This is his
No.
Twitter name, and he goes, "Kevin Durant, you don't
Fuck.
shouldn't get any shit. He left a team that had a horrible coach, pretty much and he didn't get along with, and he only had Westbrook with him, so they were never going to win a championship."
Hold on, Westbrook Baptist Church?
No,
Is that
Russell Westbrook. They only
what-
had
Okay,
him
I'm
and
sorry.
Russell Westbrook.
I'm sorry, I'm talking about those shit eaters.
Westboro.
Westboro, sorry. I thought of when he said that, I thought of Westboro Baptist Church. Those shit eaters right there.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't even piss on them how low they are.
No, man. But yeah, so he says that, he goes like, "Oh, it wasn't Kevin
It was
Durant."
verified from him?
Yeah, no, this is what happened. So he does that.
My man. Right there. Angelo is my man of this podcast and probably every other one. Because I'm going to be...
everybody's.
We haven't done a designated drinker in a long time.
I think designated
But
douche should be
that
Kevin
is
Durant.
nice.
Kevin Durant is
I
definitely
approve.
the designated douche.
Are you sure? Because
Yeah,
everybody...
no, for sure.
I got a hardcore basketball player at my work who stopped wearing Kyrie, period. Even though, from what I've heard, his basketball shoes are the best.
Listen, Kyrie. Here's my thing, and it
I
went
respect
into my
his decision
We
to
go to
leave.
basketball.
No,
I
no, no,
respect
no.
it.
It went into my pet peeve before of like people that are willfully ignorant.
Yeah.
Kyrie's a flat earther, which he belongs. He believes that
I just remembered that,
the
and I can agree.
Earth is flat. So I say, good riddance to bad rubbish.
You know what?
Yes.
But Kevin Durant,
But his
you
decision.
you sneaky little bitch that
Yeah.
thought you were being sneaky, but you're a fucking moron. Like, have you forgot how the internet fucking do?
Can
And then
I
the fact
just-
that he was like, "Oh, somebody hacked me," like motherfucker,
Like,
somebody
no,
fucking hacked
come
you.
on. Like,
Nah.
there's like
Okay.
97% of people are fucking smarter than you, bro. Like, that's not gonna fly.
Can I say a few
You're
things?
like a fucking fly in a goddamn tornado. Ain't happening, son.
I just want to say a few things
Okay.
about his. I just remembered
Kevin
bringing
Durant?
this up. Kevin Durant. Well, no, Kyrie.
Oh, okay.
This. I lost a lot of respect for him when he said the Earth is flat. Just saying, lost a lot because I'm pretty much I'm getting close. I'm getting close to 3 sheets in the wind.
So what you're saying is you're one of those people that thinks that the world is round.
Yes.
How dare you?
Oh my god.
Does it make you triggered?
It does trigger me because you have a somewhat of
But-
an education. I love it.
I love it too.
Oh my god. This
Sell
is such
5.
without a
Wait, hold on. Sell 5.
Yep, there you go.
There
I
you
like
go.
it.
All right, but
Get some of
I
that
respect his decision for
You know who I
leaving
don't.
leaving the Cavs because he wants to per se make a name of himself, but also that takes away because he did have I'm not 100% sure. He did have a couple years, if not a year to a couple years of without LeBron. Because let's be honest, when it comes to the sport of basketball,
Sissy.
the players, especially LeBron, runs the team. All right? I'm assuming if I know jack shit about basketball, but from what I've heard from basketball lovers, the players love the team and run the team. Could you agree with that?
Well,
And
the
could you agree with
majority
that?
of
I've heard
major,
a lot that
any-
LeBron runs the team.
I think that's just a lot of.
I think the
hearsay.
majority of any major league teams, he who puts asses in the stands
runs.
has the majority say of what goes on with the team, right?
I
so
I
it
could
doesn't
agree
matter.
with that.
LeBron, Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan back in the day,
Yeah.
Kevin Durant when he was with
Durant.
the fucking Thunder, right? Like whoever
agree with
brings
that.
revenue into the organization is going to have a bigger voice in what goes on with the organization.
You know what's
True.
shitty about that though is so that kind
That's
of leads
why-
in with Kyrie and Kevin Durant. So, like
That's
you
why I
guys
like
kind of
other
know,
sports,
you guys kind
'cause-
of know like the trade that happened, right? He gets traded to Boston.
Oh, I
So-
can't wait for the first game.
So the point guard that they had in Boston is a guy named Isaiah Thomas,
Yeah.
who, if you guys don't know, he plays in the finals. And on one of the games, I think it was a Wizards game. It might, I think it was during the finals.
It's new Isaiah Thomas.
I know Isaiah Thomas. Now back in the day,
Yeah,
he whooped
okay.
Michael's ass.
Okay.
Isaiah
Yeah.
Thomas.
Yeah. I was like, there's a difference.
There's a
Yeah.
difference. No, this is
There
new
is.
Isaiah. So like this guy on his I think his sister dies in a car crash.
No.
Sorry.
The next day, he plays and scores 50 points on the opposing team to win him the game.
Good for him.
So he gets traded to us. He gets traded to Cleveland. And somebody in social media, you know how there's that whole burning of jerseys? They
Yeah.
burn his jersey.
I think that is the
It's
stupidest
shitty.
thing.
It's
No,
shitty.
I'm gonna
shitty?
move us along,
But you
motherfucker.
should move us along. This
No,
is
wait,
social
wait,
media.
Wait. I just want to say one thing before we could
Yeah,
move
that's
on.
fine. Go ahead and
My
say
2 cents.
say your fucking 2 cents, motherfucker.
I honestly think that is the dumbest thing
Shitty.
and financial thing you could do. Because think about it. Not going back to then, but going to LeBron. He's the, per se, MVP of basketball.
Yeah.
If not last year or
Yeah.
the 2 years before.
Yeah.
He's the MVP.
He's the biggest name in basketball
If
right
you
now.
did not burn his jersey, that could be worth X amount of money.
All right, so
If not going back how far, but when dumbass people decide to burn his jersey, you just fucking threw your money that you put into that jersey, fucking whacked it off into the wind, and
Yep.
not even fucking
Yep.
thought a 2 cents about it because you decided to put your damn fucking ignorant pride into it.
Did you burn
Sorry for cussing.
the LeBron jersey?
I never had one, but I wouldn't.
All
That's
right,
a lot
so
of money.
Here's my thing.
Right?
All right, so like
LeBron's
all right,
and Jersey.
so my wife has a curse about her, right?
Whoa.
So let me explain this to you real quick.
Go ahead.
Me and Joe are
I am-
standing back right now.
I am, from Jersey, so I have a lot of Jersey team,
Yeah.
affiliations.
You're
right?
from there. You
So
root for
yeah,
them.
exactly. So Yankees,
I
right?
respect that.
So back in the day when we started dating, my wife bought me a Yankees jersey, right?
hope
It was Alex Rodriguez.
Respectable.
Bought me a fucking Yankees jersey. The next year, that pitcher died in a plane crash. Okay. She
What?
bought me a Jets jersey because I'm a Jets fan.
Okay, understandable.
San Antonio Holmes, our best receiver at the time,
Don't you fucking say it.
he got traded to the Redskins. Okay. Not only that happened, she bought me a Moss jersey. He got traded.
Both of you
a year or
thought
two later.
Stop
Both
buying jerseys.
So-
Tell her this.
wait.
Both of you
I know.
said. Both of you thought that he
He
was going to
died.
say that he died. Just
No.
so you know.
So
I'm gonna be honest. I thought
So a few years later, Brett Favre gets traded to the Jets.
Fucking Christ.
She
dude.
buys me a Brett Favre jersey. He has the worst season that he's ever had in his life. Okay? She bought me, I was a West Virginia fan for college football.
Yeah.
Buys me a West Virginia shirt.
Don't say it.
No, a sweater.
Don't say it.
While West Virginia went to the Fiesta Bowl, their coach left and went to Michigan.
I remember that.
Okay?
Can I interest your wife in buying a Kevin Durant or Seth?
we might
Kyrie
have
Irving.
to talk about this soon. But so, my wife, back in the day, she buys 2 LeBron jerseys.
You gotta be
And
fucking
she even
kidding
goes,
me.
she goes, hey, listen, she goes, we can't buy these with my card. This is not going to be right. We got to buy them with your card. So I spent
So you gotta spend
$190 buying 2 jerseys,
Jesus Christ.
right? For fucking
That's robbery, by the way.
the
That's fucked
whatever.
up.
But
That's
no,
some sneaky
These are-
women
bro,
shit right there.
These are straight up like this isn't the printed on jersey. This is the stitched on
Legit,
jerseys,
yeah.
like legit as fuck,
fuck.
right? So we buy 2 of those jerseys. That year, they lose in the playoffs. LeBron goes to Miami. And then, ever since then, I was like, look, if there's anything you want to buy, if it's a sports-related team, you like for me, a Jets fan, you better buy everything fucking Dolphins. I'm gonna give you an unlimited amount of money to buy fucking Tom Brady jerseys.
Hey,
Get this.
come
I
on,
know,
man.
I know. Yeah, you don't
I
understand.
beat your ass with Tom Brady.
I know you did, you cocksucker.
Hey,
But
smart first
the,
pick. Just saying.
it was just one of those things. Like she has the
Semi-smart.
worst,
All right.
the worst fucking sports luck.
Wow.
You know, so it's like never like she gets to buy nothing. Like she's like, oh, what do you want for Christmas? A fucking like cut me out a duck out of a piece of paper. Like I don't want anything but that. Because if you buy anything for people that I like, we are fucked.com.
Okay, hold up. I want to do a reading real quick. And I'm going to cut that part out.
A reading of your mouth hole?
Yes. Hey guys, sorry about that. I just want to do a quick reading from one of the people that we
Is it
know
Jerry?
that we know and love, and it's a Jerry reading, and this is gonna be by Jerry, submitted by Jerry. So apparently I'm done being nice. We open our house up to you carpet munching bitches, and in return you steal from us. Shut the fuck up! I'm gonna repeat all of it.
What a sissy.
So
let's
apparently-
start over.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to delete that out, sissy.
That's right. You drunk fucks. So apparently I'm done being nice. We open our house up to you carpet munching bitches, and in return you steal from us. Not just one phone, but 2. Not to mention $20 straight out of my wallet. Wow. What fucking pieces of shit, people. But I've disabled one phone. Cops have been called, and you are being tracked. Yet you two are perfect for each other. I've got all the voicemails saved from your deals and all the numbers you have called. you mess with the wrong bitch. This is a warning. That's really it. And that was a reading
can
from
I-
Jerry.
Can I?
Wait, stop. Hold a fucking second.
Who's Jerry?
Hold the fuck up.
He's Jerry.
Jerry's our
He or she is a
Who
Jerry.
the fuck is this bitch?
that's our designated Jerry. Jerry.
Is-
I
Do
want
you
to
know
follow up with this.
Do
by
you
the
know
way.
her?
Yes, I do know her. And
Is she hot?
No,
Is her carpet muncher hot?
no.
Is she a
Can we
butterface?
talk to this
Oh my
broad?
god,
That's the whole point.
Sorry.
These are submitted that way because I want to keep it anonymous.
Is
Because of the
this
fact that
Jerry
these
a
are-
butterface?
This is-
Show it.
Answer this.
This is a real person.
Is she a butterface?
Jerry, if you're
No,
out there,
but-
we're not sexist. We're not trying to just bang you.
Jerry,
This is just-
let's have a
If
let's
she's
have
a
conversation.
butterface, let me see
All right,
this.
Like, stop.
All
and,
right.
And is that on Facebook Messenger?
Yeah.
Give me your phone.
No.
right,
No,
hold
no,
on.
dude. I can access it on my
I
phone.
can. Hold on.
We can talk.
She is
We
a
can-
soft
We
four.
need to talk to this.
No.
She
no,
is
we
a.
don't.
No,
from
you
that
don't get
picture,
to put it on the podcast, and then we don't get to talk to it.
All right, hold on. Before you go on,
This is
she-
bullshit.
From what I've seen, this one picture, she's a soft 4. If she sluts up, she is maybe.
No. She's a soft 4. Slut it up.
Oh, she's a soft
Yeah.
4. Slut it up.
She's like
That
a
was
ma-
slutted up.
Bro,
I would fuck.
Hey,
All right, first off, I would fuck that if I was completely obliterated. All right, but if I seen a slutted up picture of her, she'd probably be a high 5.
listen, I'm going to tell you something right now. That broad,
All right, I didn't want to give her 2 points, but she's a soft
She-
4.
that broad looks like
Freddy
I don't know,
Krueger
like
face fucked top
what's
of the
the
from
guy?
Idaho?
No! Don't steal shit from fucking Deadpool. Don't do
It was
that.
funny
Don't
though.
do
It was
that.
funny. It was funny.
She looks like Freddy Krueger fucked an onion, and then maybe they had a fucking bad baby. Like, I wouldn't fuck her with your dick and Darian pushing. All right, but at
I'm
the
a
same
soft
time,
push, by the way.
At
Okay,
the same time, I want to talk to this broad. I want to say, hey,
you want to make a
what
connection.
carpet munchers were stealing shit from your house? Let's Carlo,
No.
get her on the phone.
No.
Get
You
her
don't
on
get-
the phone.
You,
I
do
think-
not.
Get
you
her
do
on the
not
phone.
get to bring this
Use
stuff
my
up.
phone and get her on the
You
phone.
do not get to bring this up and then not give us a chance to retaliate.
That's what
Think
retaliate-
about how
Bullshit.
golden this is right now. If we go on my phone right
Listen,
now
I can
and get her.
I can talk to her like a civil person. Let's do this
No,
on the podcast.
no.
He could make her
With-
moist.
With that, I'm gonna end it. I'm
No.
cutting you. Thank you for joining us on the Designated Drinkers podcast.
This is all bullshit.
This is horseshit.
That's why I'm cutting you guys off, you fucking drunk fucks. This is Carlo.
Angelo,
Darian.
Joe's in the shitter.
And Joe.
We are the
He's coming.
We are the Designated Drinkers.
This is Joe! This is Joe! Joe's back, bitches! Joe's never left. He got sniffed, and then he came back out your dick hole. Motherfucker! This is the Designated Drinkers!
Follow us on Twitter at the Designated D. Follow us on Facebook at the Designated Drinkers. And follow us on YouTube at the Comeback Kids. I'm sorry, I don't. We have the name for Twitch. Thank you for joining us. We are the Designated Drinkers. Keep on drinking.
Okay, bye now.